Early Monday morning back. Time to train hard. All right, guys, here we are at Elite. And I say it's early because I'm usually not used to training 8 o'clock in the morning, but we have to take Ty to a college recruit visit, and I'm not gonna miss that. So, got a chance and I gotta get in here early. I've only had 1 meal in me today, but I've still had 3 liters of water before I came. That's gonna ensure that my pump is really good. So, woke up, started pounding water and doing client emails about 6, ate a meal at 6:30, and then in here training by 8. So today's session will be a little bit different than normal because I'm training earlier. And I was gonna think that I'm not as strong as I normally am. But I just hit the stack on these shoulder and pull downs for more than 10. So we're gonna lead you through a back workout today. And it's gonna be a mixture of volume and intensity. And I'm starting with a shoulder and pull down bolt. This is a mag grip. Now, this is the underhand narrow, but what I'm doing is I'm flipping it around. That puts my elbows where and I kind of hunch them over upper back and squeeze, and it really gives a different feel to these pull downs, and I really like it. So if you have one of these mag grips, simply flip it over and then drive your elbows down, still squeezing the very same way we normally do with a rope. All right, guys, second exercise today, a close grip pull down. Now, you guys know I don't typically like this closer grip, but for me on these pull downs, it just feels really good. It always has. So I'm just gonna listen to my body. Even though maybe biomechanically it isn't perfect, it feels really good and give me a good connection with my lats. So with this, I am getting some volume here today. I started with 80 pounds and I just went down 2 holes doing sets of 12 until I got to the top end, which was 160. So a lot of pull downs here. And then we're gonna do a back off now, dropping down to 100 and get a really hard squeeze and contraction. Now, I'm gonna get him pan around here and I'm gonna show a cool little technique for measuring progress. If you see here on this setting, I have it on hole 3. Now, if I'm in a prep and next thing you know I come in and this 3 doesn't keep me down and I have to lower it to 2, guess what just happened? I'm losing quad size. Or my quads were super fatty and I got fat off them. So it's simply one of those two. For me, I don't have a lot of fat on my legs, so if this thing's going down, I'm losing muscle in my quads. Now, on the flip side of that, if I'm in the off season and that number is going up, it means my quads are growing, so that's a good thing. So if you don't take measure of your legs, this is a great barometer of either progress or regression. All right, row variation number 1 is gonna be an underhand Dy row standing. And we'll post a video here if you want a detailed explanation on how to do it. But today what I wanna do is just slowly pyramid up, doing sets of 8, jumping plates at a time until I reach the top end. For me today it was 5, and just drilling that lat. I love this piece specifically for lower lats, and it allows me to focus a lot on just giving a great contraction. So after that set of 5 plates, I dropped down to 3 and did a back off. Now, technically I counted my set with 4 because it just felt really good. I got a great connection. So if I'm saying work there, that was probably like an RP of 8 for 4 plates. And then that was a 10 for 5 plates and then a back off with 3 plates. And my back felt freaking great after doing all those sets. So after that single arm row, I'm gonna come over and hit a double arm with this Cybex piece doing neutral grip. I just worked the way up to doing the stack, which is 200 with the gym pin plus a 25. And I just went to failure, then stripped the plate and the gym pin, took it down to 150 and just ripped till I couldn't go anymore. Then I rested 2 minutes, and now I'm gonna do a back off with 175 where I really squeeze that tissue extremely hard, get a great connection and contraction before I'm going on to my next row variation. All right, on to dumbbell rows. I did 3 sets here, pyramiding up in weight, and just trying to really squeeze my lats here. I'm driving my forearm on that pad and then up and away from it as I pull up. And this contraction for my lat it's just exceptional. So if you struggle with feeling your lats, give this technique a try. I did 3 sets, 8 each arm, working up to 120s. I did 70s, 90s, and then 120s. And all 3 of those sets, I was just trying to drill every fiber of that lat from the top to the bottom. Last row of the day before we get into the lower back is going to be the seated cable row with the prime attachment. And if you notice here, I'm trying to keep in a semi-pronated grip to drill my upper back. So I did 3 sets here with the final one being a drop set of 8 and 8. And now my upper back is toast. To finish up back, we got after the reverse hyper, and that just always feels so good to me. Put 3 quarters on each side and just did set to 12, strip a quarter, 12, strip a quarter, 12. So that's gonna be 36 total reps. And my lower back is thumping. After all that rowing that we did, it just feels great to like loosen everything up. And I'm gonna be back to hit my erectors really hard on Friday with the newbie. So not a ton of lower back work, but just enough to kind of stimulate that and loosen it up. Last thing of the day, hanging leg raises. This is to loosen my lower back up. And it's good for spine health. So strong abs are gonna help protect your spine. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 15 here, and then that is it for the day. And there you have it, guys. 7 exercises for back, 1 for abs, and man, does this feel good. A little higher volume than I'm used to, but that's what I was after today. I told him, give you guys something a little bit different, as opposed to the normal top end and back off. Still had a little bit of that in there, but today was a little bit more volume, and my pump is enormous. So I'm a big believer in honestly having fun with your training, not being scared to mix it up from time to time. But at the end of the day, I'm still sticking to the exercises I love, feel, and connect to. So if you learn anything from this video, guys, choose exercise that you love, that you feel, that smash the target tissue. throw the rest of them away. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Christmas TV.